Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the place where car reviews stay brutally honest, completely unfiltered, and based entirely on real-world impressions rather than brand-polished marketing poetry. If this is your first time here, buckle up, because today we're taking a deep dive into the 2026 Mazda CX-30, a crossover that has quietly built a reputation for being one of the most stylish, driver-focused, and surprisingly premium options in its segment. And for 2026, Mazda has made sure this compact SUV stays relevant, competitive, and even more appealing to people who want something that looks expensive, drives like a smaller sports car, but doesn't destroy their wallet. So let's get right into it. Exterior. Right off the bat, the front of the 2026 Mazda CX-30 continues Mazda's signature design language, but with sharper details and a slightly more aggressive attitude. The grille is wider, darker, and more sculpted, giving the car a stronger presence compared to previous models. Mazda has refined the LED headlamps with a sleeker DRL signature that looks clean and crisp, especially at night. The bumper gets a more refined lower intake, which helps the CX-30 appear more planted and athletic. And what I really like here is how Mazda keeps the design mature and no fake vents, no unnecessary cuts, no weird shapes just to look sporty. Everything is simple, everything is purposeful, and everything blends together exactly the way a premium crossover should. Even with minor styling updates, the CX-30 still looks like a baby luxury SUV from Europe rather than a mainstream Japanese model. Moving to the side profile, this is where Mazda's design philosophy shines brightest. The proportions of the 2026 CX-30 are still some of the best in the segment. The long hood, the smooth flowing roof line, and the strong shoulder line make the car look dynamic even when it's standing still. Mazda continues with a balanced mix of black cladding and body-colored elements, so it doesn't look overly rugged or too soft. It's a perfect middle ground. The updated alloy wheels for 2026 look sharper and more upscale, especially in the higher trims where Mazda introduces a new dual-tone finish. The ground clearance is still practical enough for rough roads, speed bumps, or light off-road trails, but the overall stance stays low and sporty. It's honestly one of the few crossovers in this category that doesn't look awkward or top-heavy from the side. From the back, Mazda continues the minimalistic and premium approach. The taillights retain their beautiful circular LED signature, which instantly makes the CX-30 recognizable even from a distance. The rear bumper has been slightly updated for 2026 with cleaner lines and a more refined diffuser area. Depending on the trim, you may get dual exhaust outlets, which add a nice touch of sportiness without trying too hard. The rear window is small but stylish, and Mazda keeps the spoiler integrated neatly into the roof line. Overall, the rear design is clean, modern, and youthful, and definitely one of the reasons why so many people buy the CX-30 simply for how it looks. Interior. Now stepping inside the 2026 Mazda CX-30, this is where the car punches far above its weight class. Mazda continues to deliver an interior that feels more premium than many vehicles costing significantly more. The layout is simple, elegant, and very driver-focused. You get soft-touch materials almost everywhere, stitching that actually feels handcrafted, and a cabin that doesn't blind you with chrome or cheap plastic. Instead, Mazda uses a mix of leather, soft padded areas, and clean trims that make the environment feel warm and upscale. The steering wheel is one of the nicest in the segment. A great size, great grip, and great feedback. The digital instrument cluster has been updated for 2026 with a more modern interface, but Mazda doesn't go overboard with flashy animations or useless visual clutter. Everything is clean, crisp, and easy to read. The infotainment screen is now sharper and slightly larger depending on the trim, and Mazda finally improves touch functionality while still keeping the physical rotary controller for people who prefer a traditional, eyes-on-the-road control method. The seats deserve special praise. They are supportive, well-cushioned, and designed to keep your spine in a natural position, which makes long drives feel effortless. Rear seat space is decent, not the best in class but definitely usable for adults on short trips and very comfortable for kids. Cargo space remains practical, and Mazda improved the loading area slightly for 2026 with better access and a flatter floor. Even the sound insulation is noticeably improved, making the cabin quieter at highway speeds. When it comes to performance, the 2026 Mazda CX-30 stays true to Mazda's fun-to-drive identity. You still get naturally aspirated and turbocharged engine options depending on the market. The standard 2.5-liter engine is smooth and reliable, giving you enough power for daily driving without feeling sluggish. But the real excitement comes from the turbocharged variant. This version delivers strong torque, quick acceleration, and a genuinely enjoyable driving experience, something rare in this class. Mazda also continues to offer all-wheel drive, giving the CX-30 extra grip and stability in challenging weather conditions. The driving experience overall is where the CX-30 shines. The steering is precise, the suspension is well-tuned for both comfort and confidence, and the car feels planted on the road even at higher speeds. Most crossovers feel soft, floaty, or disconnected, but the CX-30 feels like a hatchback with extra capability and ground clearance. Mazda's engineers clearly put effort into making sure the driving experience stands out, and for a lot of people, this is the single biggest reason to buy this car. As for pricing, the 2026 Mazda CX-30 continues to offer strong value. It starts at a competitive price point for the base model, and even in higher trims with more premium features and a turbo engine, the CX-30 still stays below the price of luxury crossovers while delivering a new luxury feel. Mazda positions the CX-30 as an affordable premium option, and honestly, the pricing reflects that perfectly. You get a stylish exterior, a genuinely upscale interior, a fun-to-drive personality, and great reliability, all without jumping into luxury brand territory. So, after spending time with the 2026 Mazda CX-30, the verdict is pretty clear. It's one of the best-looking compact crossovers in its class, one of the best driving, and easily one of the most premium-feeling options you can get without paying a luxury badge tax. It delivers a balanced blend of style, performance, comfort, practicality, and reliability, and that combination is exactly why the CX-30 continues to be a favorite among drivers who want something more exciting than the typical crossover. Mazda simply understands what makes a car feel special, and the 2026 CX-30 is proof of that. If you enjoyed this deep dive review and want more unfiltered, real-world car content, make sure to subscribe to Car Flash, hit that like button, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next review right here on Car Flash.